Hello everybody. Sorry about the wait. I'm just still in the middle of setting up, but I'll be with you very, very shortly. Do that. Hey Amanda, thank you for stopping by. If you ever watch this again, I saw that you were on Twitch just saying good evening. And I'm doing well, thank you so much. I'm a little bit tired, but I'm alright. Okay, there we go. There we are. Right. There we go, that probably looks alright. Let's have a look. Yeah. Yeah, I'd say that will do. It's a bit in front of my face, but it seems to always be in front of my face. Right, so if I do... hopefully it'll... That should hopefully do the trick. Nearly there, everybody. I'm going to put some music on as well. It's a bit too quiet here when you're doing this by yourself. I know you guys are going to be there as well, but like it's a bit weird doing it by yourself and there's no sound or anything. So I am going to do a bit of... going to put on a bit of music. Give me a second. There we go. Alright, where's my phone? I'll just do a bit of sharing. Give me a second, guys. So if we can do it that way, we can have like sort of like a... I can't do that, it looks stupid. Oh man, I hate doing this when it's on stream, sorry, it's just that yeah, I haven't quite got it ready, that's all. There you go. Time for another stream, there we are. Let's put that in there. Put that on the story and get people to join in. we go. Let's do that. Put that there. Just trying to share my stream, man. How do I share the stream? Oh, okay, there we go. I'm still learning, everybody. Stories. There we go, if we do that. Okay, right. Camera set up. I got this set up. I'm going to see if the stream is doing its thing. Got just that. And that. Looks like nobody's online. Okay. We'll see. Maybe some people might turn up later. Oh, speaking of which, hello Ollie. Nice to see you, man. Just having a little wait for some people to come join us. I've been sharing it, so I streamed too early. Is that the case? I don't even know. Is this too early? Is 7 PM too early? I assume that was roughly like the right time. But I mean, if I do it too early, that's fine. I can always change the time. I just assumed 7 PM would be a good time. I don't know. I was thinking of changing it to 7:30. That's what I was thinking about doing. Yeah, what I've been doing now is putting the stream online a bit earlier. Like I start it earlier, and there's just a little like a sort of waiting screen. But the show will start at 7, basically. It's just so people can, get in there if they need to and stuff. I don't know, I'm just trying it. I thought I'd just give it a go. Yeah, you get me. You get me. You get me, mate. Right, I'm going to give it a few more minutes. And if no one turns up, it's just going to be you and I, Ollie. That's fine. I'm going to be working on a project today. So not drawing requested characters. How are you doing, Ollie? Are you working tonight? Is that what you're doing? Oh yes, I did know you had surgery. I hope everything's all right. I hope that all went well. It's I assume it did. You're still here, so that's good. Yeah, take it easy, man. Take it easy. Good stuff. Right. Oh, I need to send a link to someone very specifically as well. So give me just a second, guys. Oh, Ollie. Give me a second, Ollie. Right. So let me just send that to him. There we go. Just send those links to a friend. He said, can you specifically send me a link? So I did. Okay, so I think I'm going to start. So for not just Ollie, but for everybody who does turn up eventually, if you're watching like on repeat or whatever, I'm going to be drawing an illustration that is going to be in a comic Kickstarter. Now I'm not going to talk about it too much, just because I don't want to spoil too much about it. But the Kickstarter is by, so basically, I met while I was in Nottingham. I was at the Nottingham Christmas market, and I met a guy called Noel K. Hannon. Now, he's a writer, and he's really good. You should check him out on Amazon, or check him out wherever you can get books, I guess. But he is on Amazon. You can check on there. That's how he introduced himself with the books that he's worked on. But he's a comic book writer, and he asked if I would like to help with the current Kickstarter for a book that he is working on. You have to forgive me. I've totally forgotten the artist's name. I will just check that very quickly. I should credit him too. Give me just a second. Right. So, hang on a sec. Yeah, the book is Chuffin' Billy, which will be on Kickstarter soon, and it's written by Noel K. Hannon and illustrated by John Welding. So there you go. So there's your credits. But yeah, really nice guy. Spoke to me about working on the book. Hopefully I'll work again with him in the future, but I said, yeah, sure, I'll just do a illustration to go in the book in the little pin-up section. So that's all I'm going to do is a pin-up of Chuffin' Billy. And I'm not going to say anything about the story. I've had a look at the story. All the stories, I think there's 2 in there. Looks great. It was great to read. I really enjoyed it. Really fun. But I am not going to say anything more because I don't want to spoil it. But basically I'm drawing a robot. That's pretty much all I can say on the stream. So yeah, I might look at my phone just to get reference of the character of Chuffin' Billy, but I will. I'll try not to do that so much. So bear with. So I'm just thinking of an illustration for a pin-up. I think I've got an idea of what I'm going to go for. I'm thinking. Let's see how we go. Let's see how we go. If we do... So what I'm planning to do is do this in pencil, and then we will get to the point where we'll do it in where it will be digital as well. The final piece will be. As we know, guys, I'm just roughing it out at the moment. It's going to be quite rough as well, by the way, because and I'm not going to do inks because the as I said, it's going to be a digital piece as well. So if I can help it, I'm not going to do too much detail, so we can crack on with the next bit. That's what I would like to do. I was thinking of doing something where there's electricity around him. But I'm not so sure now. I might try a different idea. Let's have a look. Again, just roughing it all out, guys. So I think I might try a different thing. A different idea, I think. Give me a second. Let's see if I can do something else. Let's do some a bit more actiony, I think. Or less of a close-up, at least. As this is a brand new character, I'm kind of, I don't know too much about him, all from what I've read. So I'm just trying to learn, trying to work out what it is I would do. Do you know what I mean? Or something like this. Like you got Spider-Man or something, like you kind of just get an idea how to draw. But what kind of pose to draw for that character. This is the thing. It's with this. It's brand new, so it's just trying to, get that right. But I already feel a bit more confident, even though I've only done this. I already feel a bit more confident about this drawing. Yeah, I met Noel at the Norwich, not Norwich, that's where I live, at the Nottingham Christmas comic market that's run by Forbidden Planet. Really nice guy, and he bought my copy of Warrior Klaus. Said he really liked it and was wanted to do some work with me in the future. And I obviously like that. I like it when people approach me about that. If you've got any ideas for working with me, I do really like that when people approach me. I might be busy, but that doesn't mean I don't want to do it or anything. It's just that in some cases I'm just, I'm kind of busy. I have quite a few comic projects I'm supposed to be working on, hence why I say I'm busy. But if the right thing comes along, I don't want to miss a chance to do it, And I like the idea. I like reading this. It's like I really like the artwork as well. It's really good. The first story in particular, I really like. It's which is John Welding. I just like. I mean, it is Welding, isn't it? I'm just reading the writing. Yeah, Welding. Sorry, I wasn't sure if it was Welding or something. John Welding's. The first story is lovely. I really like the artwork in it as well, and I love the color tones and stuff. Yeah, very nice. So I'm getting distracted. I'm just having a look right now at it. Yeah, the Kickstarter I think is supposed to be in March. Obviously, I haven't got Noel here with me to tell me, but I believe it's supposed to be in March. So keep an eye out. To be fair, I'll be sharing it around on my socials as well, because although I'm not doing the interior comic or anything like that, there's myself, and a bunch of other artists that are doing pinups in there. So yeah, please keep an eye out for it. I'm sure we'd all appreciate it. Still filling out, guys. I don't know about that. I don't like that. My first correction of the night. Getting the eraser out. So I'm thinking... If we do something like that, maybe. Like that, that should work. if we do... What to do about his foot? What is he? He's got like little... Right, so he's got this going on. So if I do that... No, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. If I do... Let's see. If we make it... Because he's got quite thin legs. So like that. Something like that, I think. But I'll probably change them up a bit. When I get into the digital side, I'm going to have to do some editing on this guy. But that's okay. Like that. I want to fix that properly. That is not quite how I want it. But I can fix that. Not a problem. So you can see it's a bit rough at the moment. It's quite scribbly. Going to add some debris because that's what I like to do. You who know me know that I like to add some debris. Thinking maybe some bullets as well. No, hate that. Hate that. Let's get rid of that. Do not like that. What else could I add? See what else could I add into the image. Let's see. Does he have a hat? Seems to have a hat in some images. Oh, okay, okay. I'm not going to include the hat. I quite like it like this. Let's see. He's got little bolts here. So like that. And I'll do some on this side as well. There we go. There's also snow. That's probably why Noel thought, oh, you know what, this guy draws a lot of snow. I do draw a lot of snow. If you've read Warrior Klaus, you know I do draw snow. So we'll do a bit of snow here and there. I think I know how to fix this. We'll make that smaller, so I'll resize that in post, so to speak. You know what? I think that'll do for now. I think that'll do. I'm going to take that into the computer and try and see if we can, get the final illustration out of that. But using this as a rough for now. But I think it's good enough. I think it gets there. It's got what I want. So, guys, I will be right back. Give me a moment. I'm just going to scan it all in, and then I'll get Photoshop set up, and then we're ready to go. Okay, so stay tuned. Give me a second, guys. Got the screen set up. I'm just trying to... What? Why is it not? Oh, give me a second, everybody. Just give me a second. Why is it doing that? Yeah, there we go. Don't know what that was about. I'm not on screen, but give me 1 second. Ta-da! I'm back. There we go. Right. Oh, don't need this anymore. Forgot to get rid of this. Give me a second. Absolutely don't need this anymore. Let's get rid of that. There we go. Sorry, didn't mean to knock into that. Whew. Hello again, everybody. Right, we are back. How are we doing for time? Cool, we've got like another hour. Fantastic. I'm trying to finish it around about 9, like I usually do. Cool, there we go. That'll do for now. Right. Back to this. So I've got the original pencils in Photoshop, and let's call it guide. Line, because it's going to be the line art. There we go. Oh, I might give it a background as well. Now, I don't really know what I'm going to be doing with this drawing necessarily. I'm just going to do the art and just see where it goes. Basically, that's what I'm going to be doing. It's kind of a chill sort of illustration this time, because I don't really know too much about the character except for the 2 stories I've read in the Kickstarter. So I don't really know too much what I would do necessarily. But I'm really happy with this sketch. There's just some bits here like the legs I would like to fix and stuff. But yeah, I'm going to work with this and then see how I feel. We're going to go ahead till about 9 o'clock. Hopefully I can finish it by then. If not, I might have to just finish the rest off stream. But fingers crossed we can get it done. So let's go. Okay. Oh, whoops. Gonna select. My favourite brush should be on Sexy Sumi. Yes, it is. I do like that brush. I do like that brush. Hmm. Feels like there's something missing on his face. I need to look at it in a second. Let's see here if I do that. Gonna fix this leg. I'll try to at least. Move up a bit. That might help somewhat. You got the guide, there we go. Whoops. That's better. Just doing some readjusting of all the bits. So I think it'll work a bit better. When I get to doing the line art again. There we go. That's better. That's kind of what I want now. It's starting to take shape. I think it's something like that. Oops. we'll go with that, and maybe I'll fix it up here and there. I only got 3 fingers. Hey there, Patrick. What am I drawing today? There is no... the topic today is I'm working on an illustration for a Kickstarter. It's for a comic project by a chap called Noel. And he is launching his comic along with another artist. Why am I forgetting everybody's names? Sorry, I've just been drawing away quietly because it's been a bit of a quiet stream. Let me start again. I am drawing a Kickstarter pinup for the Chuff and Billy Kickstarter. There's a comic coming out called Chuff and Billy, which is about an old robot who fought in a war. I'm not going to say too much, I don't want to spoil anything, but you should go check it out when it's available. In March, I believe, is when the Kickstarter is supposed to be launching. It was written by Noel K. Hannon. I couldn't remember Noel's surname, but yeah, Noel K. Hannon, and drawn by John Welding. But there's some pages in the comic which have some pin-ups by a bunch of other artists, including myself. And that's what I'm doing today, is trying to get that done. Here we are so far. This is Chuff and Billy, the character from the comic. And I'm just doing a pin-up page for the middle section. That's the theme. Because I've been meaning to get it done, and I thought, you know what, that's what I'm going to do tonight, and you're all going to join me. Oh no, that's wrong. Let's change that. Let's get rid of that. There we go. bit better. He's got an open sleeve, so I'm trying to get that right. That's a bit better. There we go. That works better. Right. Let's keep going. So you have to bear with me a second. My screen sometimes does this, where it will just stop working for some reason. Like sorry, that's really hard to explain. But sometimes it will just refuse to. It's weird. The touch sensitivity thing goes weird. So if I stop, or if the screen goes off, it's because of that. However, I think it's. Now see, it's done it. Yeah, I had a feeling it was going to do that. So give me a second, guys. I'll just. So you'll have to give me a second. Okay, so now. There we go. Back to the drawing. No, so he was a war robot, Patrick. He was a war robot. I don't want to say too much because I don't want to spoil the book. Speaking of which, I will need to check his look at his design again shortly, because this is the only thing, as I said, it is kind of, I need to check, because he's you know, he's not your Spider-Man, he's not your whatever, he's a character who I've never seen before, so obviously I need to keep checking the reference material that I've been given. I'm enjoying it though. I think it's coming out right. God knows what I'm going to do for a background. I'll have to tackle that when I come to it. If I give it a background, I don't even know if I'll give it a background or not. Like he's got some sort. He's got like thin metal legs, and then a ball joint, and then the rest of the leg. Just trying to work out how you do it from that angle. It's not a ball joint, is it? It's kind of like a So if I do. do that. There we go, something like that. Oh, I tell you what, guys, it's probably going to need a little bit of neatening up because, oh my god, I'm making a mess. Okay. So I'll just do a guide. Let's get on my guide. There we go, that's it. So something like that. So now, whoops. Maybe I have an idea. That's a bit better, I think. That's more... I'd say that's more like what I want. Perspective, guys, it is a bitch. Check the foot. Oop. Ow. Sorry. Didn't mean to scare everybody. I use, to answer in the chat, I use a Cintiq Intuo. I don't know which one it is, but it's a Cintiq Intuo from Wacom. So it's like it's basically like a graphics tablet, but it's a screen, so you can, you know, you can see what you're doing. I wish I could do. You know, you see some people like this. I don't know how they do that. So I've always struggled. I had a graphics tablet, I had everything, and then one day I decided to fork out 650 quid. This was back when I was at college or uni, and I said, you know what, screw it, I'm going to do this. And I went and got a Cintiq because I'd seen other people on YouTube had them and stuff like that. And honestly, I never looked back. This is a newer one. I got this in 2020. But I did have another one, and it lasted for 11 years. It was on its last legs, but man, that was you know, that did its job, and it lasted so long. And this is great. I love this. I keep looking at getting an iPad or something in the future, but I just love these. I think they're great. Yeah, the Wacoms are great. Wacom I swear by, but as in the Wacom tablets, I mean. And yeah, my Cintiq, the first Cintiq, sorry, lasted 11 years. I had it for so long, and I didn't even. It's not even like I replaced it because it doesn't work anymore. I replaced it because I just felt like it was getting old and it was struggling a little bit here and there, but it still worked. It still worked fine. I was able to do work on it. But I just needed an upgrade. After 11 years, you get what I'm saying. So I needed an upgrade, and I think, yeah, in 2020, when everything was going to hell, I decided, you know what? I think to make myself feel better, I deserve some new tech. So my mum helped. My mum and my parents gave me some money towards it, and then I bought it as my 30th birthday present. And I spent my 30th in lockdown. It wasn't it wasn't fun, but I got a new this. This is brilliant. I'm so happy. And this was pre-owned. I didn't pay full price. I found it pre-owned one, but it's just love it so much. But yeah, my hand-eye coordination isn't that great anyway. I can't imagine drawing and not looking at the screen. I don't know how people can do that. So it has to be. I had to have something like this, and like it's completely changed the game for me. It's just a game changer for me. I used like I said, for 11 years I had the other one, and I used it pretty much every day. Like I used it for personal projects as well as client stuff. It's crazy just how much I used it, and it still was working. Such good tech. So I need to check to make sure I got the coat right, I think. But I think I can move on to the shading shortly. It's got some sort of shoulder pad things. Like that. I knew there'd be something. I knew it, guys. I knew it. I knew there would be something I missed. That'll do. I knew it. Right. Let's save that. And did I forget to save? I bloody did. I forgot to save. Right. Save that. There we go. Whew. Gotta stop doing that. Don't do that, guys. I don't know why I just forget. Actually, you know what? We're going to do colour. Now, I don't really know what colour this guy is, so for now, I'm going to do him completely grey, just because it just makes my life that little bit easier. Because you'll see we'll get into the like shading part. Hey Noel! Noel is in the writer of the comic, everybody. How are you doing? And thank you, I'm glad you like it. Oh, sorry, I should specify. Noel is on the YouTube version. Because I never mentioned that. Yeah, if I'm listening, because obviously you can't see the comments. If I'm talking and you can't see it, it's probably because it's either on Twitch or YouTube or whichever one you're not using. So, thank you, Noel. I hope so. I've had a bit of a hoo-ha trying to get his body right and stuff, but I think I got him. I think I got him. I may have to do, guys, I may do a part 2 of this off stream because I don't know if I'm going to get it done tonight because I want to get it done by about 9 and it's got like, I've got 20 minutes. So I may save neatening up the outline and stuff like that for once I'm off stream, I think. Like tomorrow. Tomorrow during the day. During my lunch break, maybe. Away from doing stuff at my day job. Oh no, I've been saying to people that oh, hang on, sorry, I just seen your message. Your chat. That's it. Clint Langley and some other artists are also in the book. As I said at the start of the stream, it's going to be we aren't doing the interiors of the actual comic itself, but there'll be a bunch of artists doing pinups in the middle, I think. What I was going to ask Noel is, I've been saying on the stream that the Kickstarter is in March. Is that right? Have you got a Kickstarter in March, or has there already been a Kickstarter and you're just sorting out printing? What's the deal with that? If you don't mind saying in the chat, and I can relay it to people who are either on the stream or turn up watching this on repeat. Because, as you know, guys, you can watch the stream again over on YouTube. Just to say, he's Noel's just replied in the YouTube chat, but I'll repeat it for Twitch. He says he is launching the Kickstarter on the 1st of March, so I was right. 1st of March is when it's going to come out. It's going to run for 2 weeks, and yeah, so go check it out. I'm sure, like I said, I'll be sharing it on social media anyway and stuff, and I'll probably mention it on the next stream or whatever I'll be doing. You will hear about it because, you know, I'm involved and I want to, you know, promote it. Plus, like I said, I read it and I really enjoyed it. So, you know, I thought it was really fun. So I'm glad to be part of the project. Yeah, there's also another comic that he's done called Unit 666, which is a war comic. Another one featuring an ensemble of artists, is what he says. So yeah, if you get the chance, check out Unit 666 as well. Is that like available on your shop or anything, Noel, or is it just or can you buy it now? Oh no, you said you're fulfilling. Sorry, I apologise. You said you're fulfilling the Kickstarter. So, but that will become available soon for people who didn't support the Kickstarter. Is that right? Right, it'll be available soon. But yeah, go check out Noel Hannon. Sorry, what is wrong with me? I need some water. Hang on. Yeah, check out Noel Hannon. What? Noel Hannon. God, seriously, I am so. I think, guys, I might be a bit dehydrated, to be honest. But yeah, go check them. I mean, I know we're friends on Facebook, mate, but are you on, like, anything else? Like Instagram or anything like that? Just so we can keep up to date with you, that's all. That's pretty much the only social media I end up using a lot for promoting work and stuff is Instagram. I do want to look for alternatives. I wish I could use Twitter again, but Twitter is a hellscape at the moment. And also, for those of you who don't know, and if you're an artist or just any kind of content creator, X, sorry, I should say not Twitter, the platform formerly known as Twitter, uses AI to influence its tech. Which, I mean, that might be the case with all the social media now. That's the only thing. I say all this. Instagram probably does it now. Meta, Facebook. They probably all do it now. But I know it's I know for a fact that X or Elon Musk put in this whole thing about like having it so your tweets and any media attached to tweets can use machine learning. So I kind of thought, you know what, I didn't use Twitter that much anyway. I'm out basically. So I don't use my work. I use it to promote the toy podcast I do, Talk Toy to Me, but I don't use it for anything else really. Okay, sorry, I didn't mean to slag off X, but if you want to use X, Noel is on there as Noel KH at Noel KH. Is that Instagram as well? Is that the same? Because I tend to use Instagram. I'll be honest, mate. But I'll follow you on X anyway, and you should too, guys. I like him. I think Chuff and Billy's pretty cool. There we go. Okay, I'm just going to check something, guys. What colour is your coat, Billy? It's kind of like a green, isn't it? Brownie green. Okay. Let's go with something like that. Oh, whoops. Oh. Oh, hang on. Oh, I know what I've done. Give me a second, guys. I bet you I've done it because when I scanned the image, it was in black and white. So yeah. Okay, give me a second. What I'm going to do is open a new. I'll save that, and I'm going to open. Not open. Sorry, I meant to do a new image, and I'll stick it in there with color mode. I've been there before. I've done it once or twice. It's just because when it's better. The scans are better in black and white. You see, when I'm just scanning things, but then I forget to actually do it when I'm doing stuff where I'm rejigging it in the computer. So I'm just going to change that to A4. We'll stick him, and we'll stick. Hang on, let me check the mode. The mode, yeah, RGB color, good, cool. Let's try that again. So what I'm going to do is drag Chuff and Billy in there. Sorry, Billy. There we go. So now, that's more like it. That's what I wanted. Okay, we'll try again. Right, okay. Got that. Just checking the colour of the coat situation. Let's at least give him some colour and some shading, even if I don't do the background tonight. And then I'll just have to... In a way, that's good though, right? Because you guys don't get to see the final image. And what you should do is go and back the Kickstarter, and then you can see the final image in the book when it's available, right? Noel, is that, wouldn't you say? So you'll just get a little taste, I think, tonight, guys. And thank you for joining me, because honestly, it's been lovely, and I get to, as much as I like doing these, it's been great to actually get on with some work as well. And Noel, thank you for being patient, man. I appreciate it. I've just been so busy with other stuff. I just haven't been able to actually get on this. As much as I wanted to, though. Because there's all kinds of stuff I want to do. Those of you who've read Warrior Klaus, I'm thinking of doing a bit more. Because there's snow in this comic. I kind of was thinking of doing some snow. Maybe doing a bit of a Warrior Klaus thing like I did before. With some snow, with some fog or something. Who knows? Maybe I won't. I don't know. I don't know how I feel yet. I'll see how I feel later. But for now, guys, I'll make sure at least we've got, like, Chuffin' Billy. He's been drawn, he's been coloured, he's been shaded, and we'll leave it there for tonight, I think. You're very welcome, Noel. Thank you for the opportunity. It's great to, I'm just happy to do it. I like drawing it. I like drawing, so that's why I do these streams. That's very kind of you, Noel. Very kind of you to say about Warrior Klaus being your favourite thing from last year. I really appreciate that. I will let Simon know, the writer. It was very I was very happy to get that done, because Warrior Klaus has been a thing that I've been working on and off. I meant the character, not necessarily the story, or that comic. Since the idea has ruminated in my head since, I don't know, I want to say 2019? No, earlier than that. Must be earlier than that because I found my I found an ink sketch the other day of Warrior Klaus. The first time I did a Warrior Klaus thing one Christmas day, and I think that was 2017. Then I think 2018 is when I did the Christmas card, and then it spun from that basically. So I did this Christmas card, and I wanted to do more from that. It's great to finally have a comic out. I would love to do more, and I will eventually. Whether Si and I do another story together, or I do something else on my own, or something set in that world, I don't know yet, but we'll see. I've got other comic projects I've got to do, so... Yeah, honestly, Matt, Noel, thank you so much for picking up a copy. I really appreciate it. And that goes for anybody else who bought a copy too. Just thank you so much, honestly. It was just so great. That is my first, comic strip I worked on. And, yes, exactly, Hugh. Yes, Schism. Hello, Hugh. Welcome to the chat. Oh, God, and Stokes books as well. Oh, my God. Dave Stokes. Hello, mate. Dave Stokes is an amazing comic book artist, by the way, if you get a chance to see it. Not that... Sorry, I should have... I literally talked over Hugh. Hang on a sec, Hugh. Just come back. But Hugh will agree as well. Yeah, Dave, honestly, thank you so much for joining me tonight. I really appreciate that. Yeah, he's awesome. Go check out his work, Dave Stokes. Love his stuff. Sorry, Hugh. Yes, Schism. Schism is the comic I will be... I need to get on that. It's been 10 years since I started that project with Matthew Stogden, who wrote it. But it's a big sci-fi epic and stuff, and we are going to be working on that this year. This is the year we're going to be doing it. I've already come up with some new stuff for it, and I can't wait to get on that. But that's what I mean by many comic projects. I've got to do that. Yeah, that's what I got to do. So this is the year. I think for the 10-year anniversary of actually coming up with the idea, I think maybe we should draw it. I mean, we should actually make this goddamn comic. So I'm really looking forward to that. Thank you, Noel. I appreciate that because I do beat myself up a lot when I've got all these projects that I haven't even... either haven't even started, or I started, then picked up, then left. Schism's one of those, and I think the problem is with the work that I have done, I'm having to scrap, basically. Because my artwork has changed and all that, so it's, it needs a good change. Just to remind people that are joining just to inform people that have joined on Twitch or YouTube or whatever just now, what I'm doing right now is working on a pin-up for a Kickstarter comic that's going to be launched on the 1st of March, which is Chuffin' Billy. It's a comic written by Noel Hannon and drawn by... I'm so sorry. I keep forgetting this guy's name and I feel so bad. I'm so sorry. Because I know Noel. I've never met this guy, but he's... hang on a sec. Let me just find the... Why do I keep forgetting his name? I'm so sorry. John Welding. Sorry. John, if you ever watch this, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry I keep forgetting your name. It's just... I'm really bad with names. Anyway, drawn by John Welding, and the comic is... I've had a read. I really enjoy it. It's really nice. Not nice. That's a terrible word for it. It's really good. I really like it. It's really, really good. And I love the artwork in it. And it's really fun. And it's about a war robot. And I don't want to say anything more than that, because you should back it when it's when the Kickstarter goes live on the 1st of March. But I am doing a pin-up amongst a bunch of other great artists in the middle of the book, I think it is. Right. I'll stop shouting now. And I'll get back to doing this. What would the eye patch be? Hello, Muckman Owl. Nice to see you, mate. Thank you for joining in on the stream. Al, do you mind if I call you one of my toy friends? Because we don't ever really cross paths when it comes to the art stuff. It's usually toy related stuff. How are you doing, Al? You alright? One of my toy friends. We are toy boys, Al. We are toy boys, and there's nothing wrong with that. Yes, Hugh. He is one of my toy boys. I don't think he's mine. I don't own him, but he's definitely a toy boy. Yes, yes, he is. Yeah, and while I'm here, I know it's not related to this, but yeah, Al, uh, thank you for supporting the show. Talk Toy to Me, the podcast I do, which is all about toys. Um, thank you for supporting that show because you're one of our biggest supporters, and I really appreciate that. But anyway, back to this. Yes. Yeah, that's the idea of the streams. They're quite relaxed. They're not meant to be like, I don't know. You can watch them if you want. I don't think, but it's more a case of just to have me on in the background while you're watching me do whatever I'm working on, or, you know. That's what I want from these. And thank you all for joining me, by the way. I really appreciate it. Right. Hmm. I'm glad you think so, Noel. That's what I want. That's the goal here. I want to capture Chuff. I have thought about it, Hugh. I have thought about moving away from oh god, that's awful. I got that wrong. Moving away from Photoshop, but I kind of know what I'm doing with Photoshop. It's that kind of fear, you know. I don't wanna. Dad, I don't wanna. You know. But I do get it. I think it's like, as much as I like using Photoshop because I'm used to it, it's not really the best tool for drawing. Is it? Really? It's not. And I think I need to... Hopefully one day I'll have I'll actually have the gall to do it, you know? The gusto to actually, go ahead and actually do it. But it's scary, if I'm honest. Because, especially since, I have and I've talked about it on the stream before, I get really quite, I get really I can get really hard on myself when it comes to my work. So if I'm drawing something and learning how to draw and it looks terrible, I'm gonna hate it. And I don't know. I feel like I've got to the point now, especially lately, where I feel more confident about my work, and I feel like, you know, and I think it's partly to do because I think my skills on Photoshop have gotten better and stuff like that. So I'd rather not go through all that sort of like anxiety and negative feelings again, you know. But at the same time, it'd be good if I worked on something that was actually, you know, I don't know. Sorry, I'm rambling now, but you know, it's sort of like maybe something that would help my work process, you know, make it better. So I do want to check it out. It's just the same, but £25 a year. Yeah, see that, and I mean that price point. I currently am now paying about 45 quid for the entirety of Photoshop. However, there isn't, as far as I'm aware, an alternative for After Effects yet, because for those who know me, my freelance jobs consist of this kind of stuff, but it's mainly, in fact, I would say a good, like, you know, it's definitely a 80-20. Probably say it's very high. I do motion graphics. That's my main job. That's the other thing, Hugh. Yes, you say about using an iPad, and that's something that I don't have an iPad. I use this. So, but who knows? If I've got an iPad, that might be different, you know. Because I have looked into it. Funnily enough, at the start of this stream, we were talking about what do I use, and I was saying I use a Cintiq, but I said one day I'd like to maybe get an iPad if I can afford it. Because I do like the idea of the portability of it. It sounds pretty cool. But I do like this. I do like my Cintiq. I'm as you know, Hugh, you know, talking to me, I'm a big advocate for this. I love the Wacom Cintiq. I love it. Especially this new one I've got. Well, it's not new now, but I had it in 2020. But you know what I mean, the new to be fair, anything was new, because my oldest model, the model I had before, was like it was 11 years old. So oh right, you do still have Adobe as well, Hugh. I think I'd have to, because I don't think I can, you know, for my animation stuff, for my motion graphic stuff, there isn't really an alternative yet. I think there's some that are trying, and I think there's like the whispers of something better coming out soon from a competitor. I think it's Rive. Is that right? Rive? I think that might be the software I'm thinking of. But until that gets to the point where I can, you know, work with it at a professional level, I'm going to have to stick to After Effects, you know, and Adobe. Oh, interesting. Okay, Ian said a friend of his, Jim Boswell, who's a 2000 AD colorist, uses the iPad to color. Oh, so he does the blocks on PC. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think that's the thing. I mean, I talk to my partner sometimes, and it'd be nice to, because I'm currently in my office, just, you know, working by myself, talking to you guys. And she's just downstairs. She's just playing on a game or something like that. But like, I mean, it'd be nice to hang out. So like, you know, it's the evening. I'd like to hang out. Not that I'm not grateful and I'm not happy about doing this. I love doing this. It's just that, I mean, you know, some evenings, if I'm working late trying to get stuff done, it'd be nice to just maybe take a moment just to do a more relaxed, I don't know, like say if I'm just doing colouring and stuff like that, it'd be nice to just do it on the iPad, you know? So, but this is better for my back. So, having the drawing board set up and I, do this. What are you saying, Stokes? Yeah, well, that's it. I think that's a. I think especially for us, we all get to the point where we're working at the desk so much. I mean, like for me, especially like if I'm doing I'm doing something. I mean, I can switch out because I'll be doing something on my computer here and then moving to the drawing board here, and like say I'll be like doing some After Effects work, some animation stuff or something for a company like motion graphic stuff, and then I'll move over to doing some drawing. It's great and all, but I'm still in the same bloody room, so I do, yeah. We even got a sofa here just so we can get away from our computers just for a moment, because my partner Karina, she works in the same office as me. Her desk's over there. That's why I'm putting the camera here so you don't see it. But we both work in the same office, and after a while we both just get like, we don't, so sometimes she'll bring her laptop downstairs and just to get away from this place, but I can't really do that. I'm pretty static, so but to get away from it, or when I'm waiting for something to render, I will take any opportunity to sit on that sofa, even though I'll be honest, not the most comfortable sofa, but at least it's away from the computer and this chair. But that's what I would like, is to have the iPad to get away from working at a desk for a bit. Good question, Noel. I'm struggling now. I struggle to talk and draw. You'll notice I stop quite a lot. So, I know you'll see other people like, I know Kevin Smith on Fat Man on Batman had Jim Lee on once. And he said, I mean, it was a podcast, so I couldn't really see. But he said Jim Lee was just sitting there drawing and drew this like amazing drawing, because he's a very talented artist. While he was just sitting there chatting about his life and stuff to him. And I struggle with that. The only reason I'm not stopping as much now is because I'm just doing the colouring and the shading part. And that's, it's kind of like, I don't know, probably a bit easier, I guess. But I still have to stop sometimes. And I get writing, like, I think it's like, I couldn't plot, like, if I've done comics in the past, I can't. Here's the thing, right? I don't know about you guys. 9 times out of 10, I can't work and watch something, but I can have like music on, but then it has to be music with no vocals. But I can listen to a podcast. Weirdly enough, I can listen to a podcast. I can listen to people talking. I just can't listen to people singing. It's very weird. Oh, that's interesting, Dave. What? So talking through. Well, I'm just going to phone you up every time you're inking now. I don't have your number. Don't know why I said that. That's a bit weird. Anyway, I think I didn't know that. He's saying that apparently if you're like, if you're talking to him, his inks look better. Okay, well, I mean, bouncier, livelier. Is it because you're more animated when you're talking and stuff? And is that why? Because I'm certainly more animated. Apparently Mobius could draw without looking. I wouldn't be surprised. Mobius is ridiculous. Interviewed and was drawing with his left hand while looking at the interview with a piece of. That man was a wizard. Mobius was a wizard. That's ridiculous. You can't draw while not looking at the screen or page or whatever. Ridiculous. I won't allow it. Oh, Dave, have you applied for a Thought Bubble, by the way? Oh, I'm definitely not. Oh, okay. That's a good interesting thing, saying your anxiety, pointing your anxiety away from the ink. Yeah, no, I get that. Like, you're sort of like, because you're putting so much pressure on yourself trying to get it right. Yeah, no, I totally get that. And it's like, it's distracting you, almost. You know? No, I totally get that. That's a very good point. Oh no, that's wrong. I have a better idea for that. Oh, have you applied, Noel? You've applied. Cool. So yeah, it's a weird one. So with Thought Bubble, I don't make a lot of money at Thought Bubble. I'll be honest with you, I don't make a lot of money, and it has become, since it's become my job, doing this stuff. I'm a lot more. Yeah, it's about money, isn't it? Unfortunately, but and it's very far away from me. I'm in Norwich, for those of you who don't know, and it's based in Harrogate, so it's really far away from me. I do a lot of the the London ones and stuff, just because it's just not too far away. It's about a couple of hours, but to get to Harrogate, I think it's like nearly 4 hours. So it's far away, and so I'd have to stay somewhere, and costs rack up, is what I'm saying. So that's awful. I'm gonna do that again. This is what I mean. If I'm not concentrating, I just end up doing this. It's hang on a sec. There we go. It's like it's too far away, so I can't. So I have to be basic. I have to want it. I once got the application and I got in, but I had to reject it because of for financial reasons. I couldn't. I just couldn't afford to take that risk, which was really sad. I mean, like, Thought Bubble is so. I love Thought Bubble. I love going. I love just being and seeing artists that I regularly see, and it's just great. So I was gutted I had to quit. I had to just not go. It was awful. I hated that. And then the next time I did it, I didn't get in, which was a shame. And I tried to apply with my buddy Hugh, who's in the chat as well, because Hugh is also a very talented. I should have really said that. Hugh is also a very talented artist. He does D&D miniatures. He was at weirdly, Noel. He was tabling next to you at the Nottingham comic market. Anyway, he's really talented, and I've been trying to get a table with him at different shows and stuff, and we both didn't get into Thought Bubble, which is a shame, even though I think he'd be great in Thought Bubble. So I've applied, and we'll see. I want to get in, but it is very selective. Oh, did you not get into the others, Dave? Is that why? Because I had one that I got in but couldn't afford it, and one that I just didn't get in. Last year's I didn't get in. But 2021 I was, 2021. No, 2022 that'd be, wouldn't it? 2020. So 2023 I didn't get in. 2022 I just could not afford it. I just had no money, and the thought of trying to travel all the way there to basically not get money again. Maybe potentially spend money because there's a lot of artists that I really like that are going to be there. It just wasn't. Oh God, what's that? Oh no. It just wasn't worth it for me, so I had to just reject it. Oh, you just stopped applying. I was going to say I would actually lose my mind. I was going to swear then. I was going to be like, I would go absolutely flipping mental if I found out you just didn't get in. They rejected you. I'd be like, what? My screen's doing the thing again. Give me a second. I don't think it's my Cintiq's fault. I think it's my computer, because I also probably need a new computer because this computer's old. So give me a second, I'll just... There we go, should be back to normal now. There we go.